Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Matt Capper. There's another video on Raid Shadow Legends. I gotta tell you, my back is worse than ever. It was good for about a minute. It got better on Friday and then went full pain on Saturday. Right back to square one, but we're doing our best, and I have a full week of work, so I apologize. We're not going to see as many videos as possible. I also know I do understand that I do not have the winners of the gems yet. I'm going to do that. I'll record it on the road or something. I'll figure it out. I really apologize. Normally I like doing that live just so everyone knows it's on the up and up, but there's no tomfoolery. I don't give them to myself. I don't give them to friends. I give them to 5 of you who comment. So I'll do that. I'll get that done today so that I can get it off to Banana Jam for the, I believe 10th is when she puts the next ones. But we need to talk about this. I put Brimstone up there because this is the one. So first off, this is the incoming changes to the blessing system as to whether or not they're going to be any good. Let's talk about it in this video. So first off, we got to talk about the one that got away, the one that everyone agreed was broken, the one that everyone agreed would be nerfed. Not on the list. Polymorph escaped the axe. I don't even know how. I don't understand why. I don't understand anything to do with it other than somehow it did not get axed. But as I predicted, even though I thought it would be stupid, just proving again that Plarium has no awareness, no actual awareness of what really matters, and to them, it's what people spend money on. It shouldn't be a surprise, but still hurts to say every once in a while you think, oh, geez, you know, they might leave this go. But nope, Brimstone's been nerfed. Why has it been nerfed? Well, because obviously they didn't want you to succeed without spending money. So this is really a Hydra nerf. You could argue it's other areas, but the Hydra has the Head of Decay. The Head of Decay cleanses, and that's the biggest difference here, is it cannot be removed, blocked, resisted, or transferred, whereas it can over here unless you get to the High Awakening bonus, which is at star 5, it is protected, and star 6, it's guaranteed and protected, which means it can now be resisted, which means it can now be cleansed. Unless you're at 6 star, and 5 star, it cannot be cleansed, but it can be resisted. It's bullshit. It's a fucking travesty, and it's embarrassing. But we're going to get that out of the way. I just want to get that one, because this is the worst one to me. This is just stupid. There's no point to do this. There's no point to need this. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing in my opinion. It's actually embarrassing. Because they're totally saying, look, we noticed that people aren't spending as much money on Hydra. They don't worry about the fact that Acrizia can do 122 million on Nightmare, 150, 177 million on Hydra, where she's doing 100 million by herself. But they're worried about this Smite, which might add 4 to 6 million, which might stop someone from spending a little bit more money to get a little bit better gear or some more shards to get that Acrizia. That's what this is all about. So we'll move on. We'll close Brimstone. We'll move on to the next one. So the next one, Chainbreaker. Originally, it had a cooldown, so they're removing the cooldown, which is good. Because it wasn't a 100% chance. They could have made it a 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown. That'd be fine. Instead, they're keeping the chance, and then they're removing the cooldown. Smart idea, pretty good. I don't know if it'll be game-changing, but at least it makes it a little more useful. It is an epic rarity, so those epics that can't get some of the top tier, well, used to be top tier. You see there they've upped it from 10, 15, 20, 25, and 40%. At 6 star for the turn meter, when as well as 25% for removing the debuff. So a 1 in 4 chance. But every time now, so every time you're hit with any of these things, it's gonna go. So it's not bad. It's still a lot of RNG. That's a 75% chance it won't do anything for you. Well, I mean, obviously there's the turn meter piece, but that's filling the turn meter is not as good. It's about the ability to not be frozen, stunned, slapped, etc., etc. So, an improvement, not a vast one. Dark Resolve. Used to have freeze, provoke, 2 fear debuffs when enemy placed on this champion. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now it's 5, 10, 15, 25. And the 6 star has no cooldown. Kind of a whatever, but okay. Incinerate. It's still in the arena, who cares? Yes, it's a 100% chance now. It increases damage from HP burn by 100 rather than 50. And then decreases enemy turn meter when they receive damage. which makes it a little bit better, but people still aren't going to build. Maybe someone out there on 3v3 will start using HP burn in the arena as a thing, but it's still not, like, it's not an arena ability. So the fact that they add it to making 100% damage, maybe it'd be okay. And the fact that they can decreases turn meter when they receive damage from HP burn buffs, debuffs at 6-star, keeping in mind that how many 6-star tokens do you have? I'll tell you how many I have, and it's not enough for this to matter. I won't use this on those ones. Indomitable Spirit. Just remove the cooldown again. It used to have a 1 turn blocking any stun, sleep, fear whenever an enemy tries, and then increase them with no cooldown. Well, it's cooldown removed, so I don't know why they did that. But fine. Lethal Dose. It's still poison in the arena, so who cares? All of this stuff here, frankly, is useless, in my opinion. 25, 50, 100% increase in the damage. So they did the same thing as they did with HP burn, but it's in the arena. And let's see, I should be leaning this way. It's in the arena, and no one's gonna bring poisoners into the arena except for by accident. So, in my opinion, pretty trashy job. I'm also dying back here. Everyone's getting killed. What team's beating me? Oh, anyway. Next, Life Harvest. Portion of max HP when they're revived. Whenever enemies partially fills this champion's turn meter. So, it destroys enemy by 10, 20, 30, and 40% of their max HP. That's actually not bad. 10, 20, 30% of this champion's turn meter. This one could actually be sneaky good. If you take away 40% of a champion's HP, and they're an HP champion, it's percentage. So someone's got 100k HP, and you can remove 40% of their max HP whenever they're revived. Think of this as Rotos. Rotos' big hit requires HP and attack, and this would remove a lot of his HP. It's an interesting one. Might still be scarce use, but it's certainly a lot better than it used to be. I'd be really curious to see now that it's it's whenever they're revived, so it really is just maybe Ice Golem. This could be now something useful, maybe. Arena, maybe, although I would argue that there's going to be a bunch of different ones that are just better in Arena. But we'll have to test that one out. That one looks good on paper. I'm not sure. Has a chance of restoring any destroyed HP whenever this champion heals himself or an ally. Amount of HP restored is equal to percentage of the heal. I like this one, actually. And it's getting even better. 50% to 100% chance to restore from 30, 50, 75, 100 to 50, 75, 100, 100. And then 75. Okay, then what else do we got here? 10% of the heal from 5, 15, 20 from 10, 30. So it's basically double the restored amount. Really good for Hydra. A lot of Hydra teams, you burn out your max HP, you put this on your healer, and you can restore it back. Especially if it's like a Doom Priest or any champion who heals every single turn. But even someone like Ugo, very good, or possibly good there. Could be good. Could be good. I mean, that you have to see in practice and see if it really makes a difference. Also, could be low-key good, I guess, against the Sand Devil. I'm losing again in behind. I don't know. I don't even understand why. I'm getting whooped back here, guys. I don't even know why. Let's bring in. Now, right in the middle of the. We got to get this going. Okay. So here, whenever champion targets bonus damage, so it just improves the bonus damage. No, it halves it. Oh, of course it does, because this was a good one. So let's just get rid of it. So from 20 to 15, from 40 to 30, from 100 to 75, and then this one, 35% chance of inflicting. So they just changed that to 100, but still that 30. So the 100% is really the only good. The 6-star is the only good one in Phantom Touch. Not a shock. Well done, Plarium. Survival Instinct partially fills this champion's turn meter whenever a debuff is placed, spread, or transferred to them. Occurs once per enemy turn. Turn meter fill has no turn restrictions. I have no idea what that means. way more, right? 5, 7, 10 from 247, 10 no turn restrictions. I don't understand what no turn restrictions means. I don't understand. I don't. What does that mean? I don't. Okay. And then the final one, temporal chains. Decreases enemy speed for each active buff they're under. Decreases enemy speed for each active buff they're under, except for the buffs placed at the start of the round. So it's a nerf. Of course it is, because this was a Siffy killer, but now, or even a Chris killer. Now they're just trying to make things more difficult. Of course, whenever an enemy receives a third active buff, instantly decreases turn meters by a certain amount. That's the same. 2 to 6, 9, 15, 15. So the only difference here is that they got rid of the buff start at the beginning of the round. So that's that. Whatever. Who cares? So there it is. Overall, very much dislike the Brimstone. Brimstone, like, it didn't need to be nerfed. Everything else, whatever. There's nothing there. There's a few kind of interesting now that were passed before, but there's nothing here that's like, oh, I got to use that. That's 100% where I'm going. On the flip side is you absolutely feel you'll feel the changes negatively especially on Brimstone, and it didn't need to happen, but it did. It doesn't shock me that it did. I could have told you it was going to happen, unfortunately. So it is what it is, and we move on. So that's it. That's all for today. I might try to do some on location videos, which are going to be really crappy quality. But in the meantime, I'll be back Friday for stream night if I don't see you before then. Thanks for watching the video. Please be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next one.